What is going on, guys? And I'm here for my full NBA season predictions. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I did not even realize that the NBA season was coming up in 8 days. I thought it was like 2 weeks, but it really snuck up on me really quickly. So yeah, in this video, we got awards, standing predictions, we got playing predictions, and we've got, NBA playoffs and finals predictions. We got it all, and I also need to add in my finals MVP, but I already know who I got as my finals MVP. Let me just type this in really quickly. Honestly, it doesn't even need to be typed in, but I got it right there. Let's start this thing off right here with all my awards, really. Let's start it off right here with Coach of the Year. I got Taylor Jenkins winning it with the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are going to come back. They're going to be the most improved team in the NBA this year, and I think that's always a good case for Coach of the Year. So I'm going to give that one to Jenkins because it's going to be a big change, and it's just going to be a big difference for the Grizzlies this year. Most improved player, Cade Cunningham. I'm taking him. He was out the entire year last year, really, or most of it, I believe. So I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to transition into more of a superstar type player this year. Sixth man of the year. This might be a little biased as a Warriors fan, but I'm going to go with Buddy Hield, and the reason why is Buddy Hield looks like he's going to be the next coming of Klay Thompson. He's looking amazing in the preseason. Yes, I know it's the preseason. Buddy Hield, he looks like he's going to be really good, and also Steve Kerr said he's going to be the sixth man. Rookie of the Year, I've got Reed Sheppard winning it out of Kentucky. I think he's the best fit for this. I don't trust Zachary Risacher. Don't know how to say his name, really. Sorry about that. Or Alex. Sorry, I don't really trust either of them to get it done, really. And Reed Sheppard, I trust him a lot. Zach Edey, I was thinking about potentially going with him, but no, I gotta go with Reed Sheppard. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm gonna go with Victor Wembanyama. I was thinking about going with Giannis as well, but I'm gonna go with Wemby. And MVP, this is gonna be a really good MVP race this year. Last year we had SGA and Jokic and Luka. Those were the three guys in the conversation last year. Jokic won it again, and while I would want to choose Jokic again, I don't think they're going to give him his fourth, which would be back-to-back. I'm going to give it this year to Luka. I was also thinking about giving it to Wemby. Over here with standing predictions after my awards predictions. Comment down below if you agree with those awards. But yeah, starting off in the Western Conference with standings, getting the 15th seed, I've got the Blazers. Not much to talk about there. Getting the 14th seed, I've got the Jazz. Getting the 13th seed, definitely a controversial take right here. I've got the Spurs. I just think that it's just such a loaded conference, and the Spurs aren't going to be able to do much. I don't think Chris Paul was that great of an add, even though it's a good player to go with a young Victor Wembanyama. I just don't think it's going to impact that team and the conference that much. At 12, I've got the Rockets. At 11, and I might get a lot of hate for this one, I'm going to put the Pelicans at 11, and yes, that's not a lie. They do have Zion, they got DeJounte Murray, and while they did have a pretty solid offseason, I just feel like that's a team that's not really going to work out. And speaking of teams that aren't really going to work out, I do have the Kings at 10. I don't think that team is going to work in the way that people thought it would. Getting the 9th seed, I've got the Lakers. Getting the 8th seed, I've got my Warriors. It's going to be tough. I don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be really interesting, but I'm going to put my Warriors at 8. Getting the 7th seed, I've got the Clippers. They definitely did get worse this offseason, losing Paul George, Russell Westbrook, who was not that great anymore. But I feel like in a good way, or in some ways, it was a good way for the Clippers to get rid of those 4 players that have really a lot of egos, really, besides Kawhi and maybe a little Paul George. But just a really tough team to be on, like the Clippers. So I think it was a good move by the Clippers getting rid of 1 or 2 of those guys. So I'm going to put them at 7. I still think they're a decent team. Getting the 6th seed, I've got the Suns. And yes, I've got the Kings, the Lakers, Warriors, Clippers, and Suns all lined up in that conference, the 6 through 10. It's wild, but that's what I want to do. I did that kind of on purpose. At 5, and I think this is probably the most overrated team in the NBA, I've got the Minnesota Timberwolves. The reason why is I think that cat trade was just stupid for them. I don't know why they did that. I'm putting them at 5, though, for now, and we'll see. That could change a bit as the season goes on. At 4, I've got the Memphis Grizzlies. They're coming back. Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant. It's just such a team that works. In my head, that just works so well. John Morant's going to be back and healthy. They got the pieces. Desmond Bane, I think he's going to be really good this year. They've got all those pieces, and I think they can put together a really solid team. At 3, I've got the Dallas Mavericks, Klay Thompson's new team. At 2, I've got the Nuggets, and at 1, finishing as the 1 seed, again, I've got the Thunder. I just think that's just such a good regular season team. Moving on to the Eastern Conference, I got the Wizards at 15, and look, the 15 through 11 seeds, in my opinion, can really go either way. Like, you can put the 11 at 15. It is what it is. I think they'll only be separated by like 5 or 7 games or something like that, maybe 10 games. But I got the Wizards at 15, got the Pistons at 14. I got the Bulls at 13. They lost DeMar DeRozan this year. I don't think the Kings are going to be all that great after getting DeMar DeRozan, but they did lose DeMar, and I just don't think the Bulls are going to be that good with Zach LaVine. Vucevic just is not it, and I just don't think that team's that good. At 12, I got the Hornets. At 11, I've got the the New York Nets. Wait, no, the Brooklyn Nets. I'm tripping. I got the Brooklyn Nets at 11. At 10, I got the Toronto Raptors. I think they're going to be solid. I think Scotty Barnes is going to take the next step. He's going to be really solid. At 9, I've got the Hawks. At 8, I've got the Heat. The Heat always get the 8 seed. I don't know why. At 7, I've got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I just don't think this team has enough to be really, really good or really a contender in the East. Donovan Mitchell is a really good player. Jared Allen's a good center, but just they don't really have that third option really behind those two guys. Or, I mean, Evan Mobley, I guess, but you guys know what I'm saying. At 5, or at 6, I've got the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, Siakam, good duo right there, but it's just not contending with the top 5, in my opinion. At 5, I've got the Milwaukee Bucks. At 4, I've got the Philly Sixers, the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know, whatever. I don't know why I just said Philly Sixers. At 3, and my surprise this year in the NBA, I've got the Magic. I think the Magic are going to be a really solid team. I think they're going to be like the Thunder from last year. They're going to have a really good regular season. It's just they don't have that playoff type, or they don't have the playoff experience yet, but that's a really good team. That team's so complete. I don't think people realize that. Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, the two brothers, I believe they're brothers, honestly. Paolo Banchero, obviously the center of that team. Cole Anthony, just a lot of good players. I think that team's got really good chemistry, so I'm putting them at the 3 seed. At the 2 seed, I've got the Knicks, and at 1, I've got the Celtics. The top 2, I feel like, are pretty similar, or pretty up there. Like, there's no teams competing with the top 2, maybe the Sixers. Anyways, though, moving on to the part that everybody's been waiting for, the NBA playoffs, my full predictions. So, in the play-in, actually, hold up, let me say this. The Warriors are going to play the Clippers. The Warriors are going to win that game. We're going to get the 7 seed. Lakers are going to play the Kings. The Lakers are going to win that game, eliminating the Kings. The Lakers will play the Clippers in LA for the 8 seed. The Lakers will win that game. Over here in the East, the Cavs are going to play the Heat. The Cavs are going to win that game and get the 7. The Hawks and the Raptors are going to play. The Raptors are going to win that game. The Hawks are going to get that game. They're going to get the 10. And the Heat are going to play the Hawks, and the Heat are going to play and get the 8 seed, or they're going to win and get the 8. Anyways, though, yeah, after that, let's move on to this right here. The Thunder are going to play the Lakers, the Thunder are going to play the Lakers. I've got the Thunder winning that series in 6. The Nuggets are going to play the Warriors. Unfortunately, I can't give this game to this series to the Warriors. I'm going to put the Nuggets in 6. The Mavs play the Suns. Give me the Mavs in 6. The Wolves are going to play the Grizzlies. Give me the Wolves in 7. Celtics are going to play the Heat. I'll take the Celtics in 5. Knicks are going to play the Cavs. I'll take the Knicks in 5. The Magic are going to play the Pacers. I'll take the Magic in 7. And the Bucks are going to beat the Sixers in 7. Yes, the Sixers are going to be a major disappointment this year. The Thunder are going to host the Timberwolves in the semis. They're going to beat them in 7. Got the Nuggets beating the Mavs in 6. Down here, I've got the Celtics beating the Bucks in 7, and I've got the Knicks beating the Magic in 7. Over here, I've got the Nuggets beating the Thunder in 6, and I've got the Celtics beating the Knicks in 7, which will make a Nuggets-Celtics NBA Finals, what we all wanted last year, and this was like the kind of the baseline finals, what everybody's expecting. And look, I'm going to do the same thing that I predicted last year. I'm going to pick the Denver Nuggets to win this series. I'm going to pick them to win in 7. I'm going to pick Jokic to win the Finals MVP. And yeah, those are my full season predictions. Comment down below what you agree. I know I did that kind of quickly. This might be annoying to edit because I made a lot of stumbling mistakes. You guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, comment down below your hottest NBA takes and what you think I should change in this, because I know I do have a lot of hot takes in this, like the Warriors getting the 7. I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy about that. The Pelicans missing the playoffs, a lot of people aren't going to be happy about that. And yeah, leave your overall best NBA take this year. But I'm so pumped for the season. But yeah, we're a week away from the season. I'm so pumped, and peace.